Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your February 14th, 2022 Valentine's Day reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading and before we clear the energy space, I want to thank each and every one of you for your healing energy, for your well wishes, as I've been healing from a concussion. So thank you so much. It has been a harrowing journey. It has been rather intense. I slipped, I fell, I hit my head. I thought I would be able to just walk it off. I thought everything would just be fine, and that was most definitely not the case. So thank you all so very much. I adore this community. It is the most wonderful place. I can't even believe it. So thank you all for all your energy, all your prayers. It was definitely felt. So thank you so very much. I'm still healing. So thank you. All right. Now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting ourselves feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Pisces, February 14th, 2022, Pisces. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. 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 Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, so we have a bit of a different setup here. Please let me know what you think of it. In the front, we have our rooted self. The left-hand side is our inner self. The back is our emotional self, our heart self. And then the right-hand side is the public arena, the public self. So let's see what the cards have to say. We have the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. There's a tremendous amount of change around this Valentine's Day, around this day that really signifies love and heart and emotions, because that's how it's been marketed to us for so long. You know, being a little kid writing Valentine's Day cards out and sending them to the class, this day is about love. It's about the way that we connect with our emotions, with our heart, with the world, whether we are in a partnership or whether we're not. And so there's a lot of transformation here around love and around what we desire, who it is that we see ourselves as, and our angels are guiding us in a very real way, in a very powerful way during this time. It moves us to our emotional self, which is the Five of Cups and the Emperor. The Five of Cups is saying change the mind, change the life. And so here we can look at everything that has gone wrong. But then if we turn around, we see the Two of Cups standing. We see the healing, unifying energy of the Minor Arcana Lovers card. The Emperor is Aries energy. So if we're born on the cusp with Aries, or if we have Aries within our natal chart, that's coming through very powerfully here. Aries is, is the paternal figure, is the father figure, but it's also the sacred masculine energy within our lives and also within ourselves. So this is very much a sense of our passion in the world. And as we are connecting with what we want, how we're moving forward, astrologically, this makes a lot of sense. We're all about movement. We're all about, completion of goals and going after what we desire at this time. So the Emperor is going to come through very, very powerfully here. And we need to be kind to ourselves with how we're moving forward and what it is that we want and what it is that we're mourning and we're letting go of. It moves us to our emotional self, which is the Temperance, right? And the Magician. So Temperance is Sagittarius energy. And this energy here is all about being in balance. We're going deeper and deeper into our emotions. We're standing before the altar of our existence, stating what we love, stating what we want, embracing what we desire, and really looking at ourselves in this way of empowerment, in this way of emboldening. And it brings us to our public arena self. And that is Temperance once again, which says guidance, healing, moderation, and balance. And then the Queen of Cups, which represents us. We are represented by the cups in the minor arcana. We are represented by the moon in the major arcana. And so here, as we are finding our harmony, as we are embracing our harmony, we are embracing our intuition and our compassion and our creativity. We are embracing the beauty of our hearts and the way that we let our hearts shine within our world. So let's look at the energy we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. And that's the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. And what we need to be mindful of is being caught up in the lust of it all. Not just love. Love is beautiful, right? But we need to be mindful of being caught up in the lust, in our perception of what we think love should be, or the way love is sold to us in the media, in the world, and yet the actuality of love. And so here, just being very mindful of this, and also looking at what we love and looking at maybe the way that it doesn't always fall into alignment with what people say we should want and how people say we should be, and letting our own hearts really guide us forward and not doubting who it is that we are. It moves us to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. And we have these two right here. We have the Earth Star Chakra and we have the Solar Plexus Chakra. So we have nurturing. This is, again, the Earth Star Chakra coming through, and there's a real need to nurture what we love, what is important to us, what we desire within our world and ourselves, even nurturing that inner child within us. And then we have the Solar Plexus Chakra. We have our gut reaction to things. We have the fact that the gut, our solar plexus is also known as the second brain. We need to listen to our intuition, listen to our bodies, listen to the way that we are aligning ourselves towards what it is that we want within our world, towards our passion, towards our own self-discovery. Now let's look at this time astrologically speaking, Pisces. We have the waxing gibbous moon in Leo. Now when the moon is waxing, it is progressing towards being full, which means that the energy around us is focused on completion of our goals, is focused on progressing forward in our lives. And we can look at this Valentine's Day in the same way. How am I progressing forward? How am I embracing what I love, what I want, what I need? And looking at it as, just another box to kind of check off. We need to be very mindful of that because the moon is going to be opposite Pluto. And with the moon opposite Pluto, intense hidden emotions rise to the surface and they demand our attention. So if we're so busy on pushing forward, those intense emotions that rise to the surface are going to be kind of pushed away, and we're not going to be nurturing ourselves. We're not going to be embracing ourselves the way that we need to. The moon is also going to be opposite Mercury, which can appear outwardly to be a very cheerful, very great place to be. Everything's fine. But on the inside, there's a fragility that needs to be acknowledged. And as we acknowledge that fragility, we acknowledge the fragility of ourselves, and we acknowledge the complexity of life and living and our goals and what we are desiring. Now, at our root, we have the Death card, the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. And as we are transforming, we are going to see that there's a bit of a mourning period with Valentine's Day, with, the 14th of February. we can feel like there's a bit of a mourning period where the love that we had thought we had, might not be what is manifested by the other person, or we could have thought we'd be in a relationship by now and we're not, however we're looking at things. But we could also be looking at how we have transformed in love and in life and in ourselves. And we need to acknowledge the transformation of the individual. And as we acknowledge our own transformation, we start to acknowledge what we are kind of moving towards, what we need within our lives, how we are discovering ourselves, and it moves us to the wheel of fortune. It moves us to a profound and beautiful change coming forward. Our angels are untangling a lot of the knots that we have gotten ourselves in, which is really something that is quite beautiful. And we're feeling a new season come forward. We're feeling a new sense of us stepping forward. And why Spirit talks at this time about mourning is that we could think, oh no, but I don't want to. Like, I want to stay just like this, or I want to stay just like that. And we're going to feel this change coming over us, whether we like it or not. So it can feel like we're pushed into change when it's not necessarily of our own choosing, but there is this sense of stepping into a new season, and kind of like the wardrobe that we have for winter is not appropriate for summer. So just being mindful of that as we're stepping into this new season, into this new self, into this new sense of what we want. We are transforming, and as we are transforming, we need to be open and honest with what our heart wants, with what we desire, with the way that we had looked at things once upon a time and the way that we look at things now. The Five of Cups is change our minds and change our lives. We, instead of looking at the failures in our lives, or what we perceive as failures within our lives, we start to look at our healings. We start to look at the blessings that are behind us. And we start to take a very kind of proactive stance way forward during this time. And it's saying here, I'm in control, even if we don't feel in control, but I am in control of the way that I am stepping forward, of being present within my own existence, within my own self, embracing what I need, what I desire, how I'm opening up the door. And the energy of the Emperor is really quite extraordinary, because it's very much saying, I'm claiming my throne, I'm claiming what I desire within my life, I'm letting myself walk forward in power and ingenuity and determination, because this is my birthright. And it doesn't mean that our birthright is to rule over others, because I do not believe in divine right. But what I do believe is the divine right of the individual to say that this is my life, this is my beauty, this is who I am, and I get to shine. I get to shine, and I get to be an authority within my own life, within my own soul, within my own self, to step forward and to say, this is what I want from love. This is what I need for my existence. And that becomes a very powerful thing. I've been doing a meditation lately to help heal my head, but also because I really like it. And it's a movement meditation. It starts with an M, and it is a hand movement meditation. And if you Google hand movement meditation, it comes right up. I can't remember the name of it, but it's saying be in the present. And that's what I'm really seeing here within the cards. That's what Spirit is saying. It's like, be in the present. And as we are in the present, we get to embrace what we love, what we want, who we are in this moment. And we get to then move to the next moment and be very conscious, very cognizant of that. And that's very much the transformation that we're seeing here. The sense of, I am in this moment, I am this person, I am this moment, I am this person, I am forever changing, I am forever becoming, I am forever, exploring and expanding. And it moves us to temperance. It moves us to balance. It moves us to finding harmony within ourselves. And it brings us into this place of saying, I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper into my soul, into what I want, into who I am. And so here, with temperance coming forward, we're finding balance. We're finding harmony as we stand before the altar of our existence on this day of love. And we start to claim what we want, not only from our hearts, but from our minds and from the earth that sustains us, from the water that sustains us, that quenches us. We start to see ourselves stepping forward. And as above, so below. As we think it, so it becomes. And as we think, as we move, as we express, we are going to see our power, our, inclinations, our desires really moving in an extraordinary way. We're going to start to see ourselves claiming what it is that we want within our lives, how it is that we want to move forward. And as in our hearts, we start to realize, as above, so below, as I believe it, so it becomes. Our mind and our heart start to work together. We start to embrace our emotional love. We start to embrace our mental healing. We start to embrace everything that we need within our lives and how we let ourselves shine. And it brings us to our public arena. It brings us to Temperance, once again, it brings us to balance. And here it says guidance and healing and moderation and balance. And then the Queen of Cups, which again is intuition, compassion, and creativity. We start to find ourselves falling into balance, pouring from one cup to another, pouring from our subconscious to our conscious mind as we move forward in the essence of what we love, in the essence of who we are, in the essence of our beauty, of our healing, and of what we desire for our lives and from our lives. And as we do this, we are seeing ourselves with such honesty, with such clarity, with such brilliance, that it's really letting our heart move forward in a way that we might have been kind of weary of having it move before. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, the Princess of Cups, underdeveloped emotions, not truly connecting with our emotions, what we love, what we want, and having other people manipulate us. And I do apologize if you can hear my nephew crying in the background. And then we have peace as our crown chakra, as our chakra energy, subconscious chakra energy, with the crown chakra coming forward, crowning ourselves in peace, crowning ourselves in healing, crowning ourselves in our emotional desire for how we move forward and where it is that we need to be within our lives, as peace gets to be a part of us. There is our subconscious rooted energy, and that is the Hierophant. This is me claiming my throne. This is us, saying, this is what I need, this is what I desire, this is what I want from my life. Being very open and honest with how we move forward and where it is that we need to be. The Hierophant is the ruler of the tarot, right? In the medieval times, he was the most powerful person. He was the Pope. We are going to see ourselves holding the keys to this power, to these opportunities, and really embracing them. Then we have our subconscious inner self, and this is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is everything moving very, very quickly. Once we start to see ourselves claiming our power, seeing ourselves embrace our transformation, everything starts to move so quickly on this day as we let love really shine forward in our emotions and for ourselves. It moves us to our subconscious emotional self, and it is the Nine of Pentacles. It is being present. It is taking in the gifts. It is embracing the prosperity, and it is knowing that bounty is leading us forward. It's not being, worried about the future. It's not, being worried about the past. It is simply being in the moment of now and letting that become extraordinary. It brings us to our subconscious public arena self, and that is the Magician once again. Now we have the Magician showing up twice, as above, so below. Here it says power and action and skill, and repeats that power and action and skill like a mantra around us. We embrace our power, we embrace our action, we embrace our skill. We embrace our magic as we embrace the healing of love, as we embrace the complexity of emotions, as we let ourselves dive deeper and deeper into our heart, into what we desire from life and light within ourselves. We let it radiate outward, and we let ourselves shine. The Magician has us moving forward, has us claiming our power in such a way that, again, we stand before the altar of our existence and we state, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is the beauty and the essence that is me, and I am not backing down from it. I am absolutely and positively embracing it. All right, Pisces, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the complexity and the passion and the brilliance of our hearts on this day. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces, and may you have a blessed Valentine's Day.